Welcome back to Love from a Leo, and welcome. Hi, how are you if you are new? So today, as you can see by the title, this is the relationship between a Cancer and a Capricorn, okay? The issue that the Cancer is having in regards to this relationship, we have the Orphan card. So with the Orphan card in this deck, it basically represents the Cancer having some type of issue with feeling alone, feeling abandoned, fear of abandonment. And this could have stemmed from just not wanting to be alone, or from past issues in your life that have caused you to kind of build that shell that you already naturally have as a Cancer, right? So it could mean that sometimes you feel like you don't want someone to leave, and so you try to hang on to them really tight. Or you could feel like you never know the day when they're going to leave. Like, you may just feel like they're never going to fully be there, and so it causes friction in your relationship. Okay, so we're going to get to the bottom of that in just a second. With Capricorn, the issue that they're having in this relationship, we have the Galactic card. So with the Galactic card, this is basically saying that the Capricorn, in many ways, they are in a situation, which is this relationship, where it's foreign for them. Being in a marriage or being in a relationship or being tied down, it's almost foreign. It's like a situation where they're like, look, I don't really understand. Not that they're not capable of it, but this is something that's kind of new for them. This Cancer may be the first person that they've ever really put their full trust into, or their full effort into trying to make things work. And so at times it could feel like this Capricorn is too closed off. Like, maybe they don't open up as much because they don't understand that emotionally, when you're in a relationship, especially with the water sign, it's important to be open and communicate your feelings, because that's just what you need to do. And being that the Capricorn is an earth sign, they may feel like it doesn't matter to them. You know, they have other things they feel like is more important. So we're going to see why, or if this is something that could be worked on, what's the future for you guys, and get on with the show. Okay, so let's start with past, present, and future format for my Cancer and Capricorn. What was the past like? Whoa. Okay, so the past was explosive because I just dropped all of my cards. 1 second. All right, I'm back. Sorry, you guys. So what was the past aura for Cancer and Capricorn's relationship? What is the present aura for this relationship? And what is the future for this relationship? Alrighty. Well, we have some pretty big cards here, okay? So in the past, we have the Justice card in reverse. Unbalanced. Definitely a situation of communication maybe not being on the best of terms. Five of Wands as well in reverse. Communication is definitely not a strong suit in this relationship, and arguing can be a big issue for you guys. Also, with the Five of Wands in reverse, this card indicates you guys needing to find better ways to resolve your issues and your disputes, okay? So this is basically saying both of you are probably being self-centered. Both of you are, and maybe not self-centered, but both of you guys are being too focused on what you want instead of compromising and figuring out how to make both of those things work. And that's in the past. So this is where we're coming from, right? And with this Libra Justice card in reverse, I definitely think that you guys aren't playing fair. You guys are not playing for the maturity of the relationship. I think you guys are like, look, whoever wins, wins. May the best one win. Especially with a Capricorn in the mix, super competitive, you know what I mean? And so, especially if they're not really in tune with being the most mature in relationships, or you guys both, you know, barely knowing how to deal with each other emotionally, you guys may just have different ways of communicating when it comes to love. Different love languages can be a huge factor in relationships. But what I'm seeing here in the past, it's like you guys had a lot to work on when it came to communication. So let's see, what could have been brought in the past to resolve that situation? What needed to be brought in? Judgment. So with Judgment, look at yourself for what it is. Look, you guys both need to self-evaluate, or you guys needed to do that in order to get to a resolution, get to a compromise. With Pluto here, Pluto takes out whatever is not working in your life, and it doesn't care how you emotionally feel about it. So that's also how things needed to be working in your relationship. It's like the things that don't matter, fuck it. Stop bickering over it. Stop having all of these discussions about it. Stop making that your whole relationship. That's kind of what Pluto was trying to say. And then with Judgment here, you need to make a decision. Are you guys going to really work together maturely, or are you guys just going to, keep bickering? Is that what you guys want, So in the present, the aura that we have, Hierophants. So I do like to see this card. And then Judgment in reverse. Now that you guys have gotten to a certain position in your relationship, you guys have learned major lessons from each other. You guys could have went through some really hard times. In regards to the relationship, it's really about you guys learning from each other. I feel like this is a relationship where it's not really about lovey-dovey and romance and passion. It's more about like you as people learning from each other on what you need to work on. So kind of like your shadow self. You guys are really reflecting off of each other in a way that's like Pluto. Like intense, like dark. You have to get to the deep, dark emotions of things in order to fix them, And I think this can be tough for anyone. It doesn't matter what your signs are. But it's definitely a situation where it's like, yo, this is some heavy energy. So very intense relationship. You guys may have placements in your chart that is fixed signs when it comes to your moon sign, or maybe in your 7th house you have something that it's ruled by something that is very intense. Your Venus, wherever that's at in your chart, it could be somewhere where it conflicts with each other. So whatever it is, if you want a natal chart reading, or if you want an explanation on that, or a love reading, you can email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com. But from what I'm seeing here, yeah, it's looking very... It looks like it's smoothed out just a little bit, but I think there's still some work that needs to be done, okay? So presently with the Hierophant here, what I do like about this is saying that you guys are a structured relationship. And I feel like you guys could be traditional. And if it's not traditional, then maybe you guys are together because you guys have a kid together or something. And you guys are trying to make something work because there's a certain goal that you guys have in mind. And you guys see a certain thing that you want from yourself as far as a couple and a unit, right? With the Judgment card in reverse, one of you guys is feeling like the other person is too critical, like they nag too much, or they expect you to be too perfect or something along those lines. And then also there was a choice or a regret that has been made, and you need to make a decision to change the way things are, but you're not doing it. For some reason, it's like you're just staying a part of it. So for most of you, it could just be that you need to be out of this relationship, or that you're doing something that you're not supposed to, and you keep doing it. So let's see, what's the goal that you guys are trying to reach? What's the goal in this relationship? So we have the Hangman. So this could be you guys are trying to work something out for the Pisces in your life. If you have a child that's a Pisces, or a family member, something of that nature. But it could also be saying that you're trying to work on letting things fall into place. I think you guys feel like there's a possibility that things are just going to work themselves out. Being that I see the Judgment card in reverse, and we had Judgment here from the past as well, I don't think that's how it's going to work out. And with the Justice card in reverse from your past, there's probably something that was done that needs to be reconciled, And you guys still probably have issues to this day about whatever was done that was not fair, that was not justified, that hurt one of you guys in the process. So that's a problem. It's like you guys want things to just be good, but that's not how it works, You guys have to put in more work. You have to put in more action for this to happen, okay? What is the decision that needs to be made but you're resisting? What are they resisting? You're resisting, again, that decision, priorities. It's like you need to pick, well, do I want my family to stay together, or do I want real love? Do I want to focus on the outside people, or do I want to focus on my relationship? Yeah, and one of you has a lot of options. 7 of Cups. This could be someone is, looking outside and thinking the grass is greener. The Tower card is saying, look, if you want to go play, then let's play. That's what the universe is saying. And it's also saying with this Judgment card in reverse, it's like you already know that you need to make a decision and move on, because you're already looking outside the window to see who else is out there, whoever it is that's doing that. So you might as well go out there and play. What's the point of being here? And whoever this is about, they're like, but I put so much work in. And it's probably the Capricorn here. because Capricorn, that's your card. So Capricorn, I think you're in that situation. First of all, was there any infidelity that happened in the situation? No, for most of you, but for some of you, it might happen in the future. Someone is not trusting their inner guidance. They're not trusting their inner guidance. Because of this, there's something that needs to be moved on from. Yeah, I think the Capricorn is wanting to move on. Or they just feel like this relationship stuff is really hard. Yeah, I think they want to go on a new journey. I think emotionally that's what they truly want. Now, let me make sure it's the Capricorn that's feeling this way. Let's see. So we got King of Swords and King of Cups. Cardinal Air, Cardinal Water. So Cancer, you could be having these feelings too. Then if there's someone who has Libra in their chart or a moon sign or something, they're also showing up here. Cancer, you may be looking at a Libra. Cancer, I think you're the one who has the options. And I think Capricorn hasn't done anything yet, but I think they're willing to do something they have no business if you guys stay in this longer. So let me see. Should you guys stay together at this point? It's saying no. Quite frankly, it's saying no. Because with the World card in reverse, you guys still have a lot of learning to do. And this cycle that keeps continuing, you're not learning anything from it. You're not gaining anything from it. Yeah, I think you guys both want to socialize. You guys both want more. I think you guys want to branch out. And there's nothing wrong with that, but there is something wrong with that if both of you guys are in a relationship pretending that you want to still be there. 10 of Swords, letting it go. It's time to end something. There is no real coming back from this. It's already dead and gone. 2 of Wands. It's like you need to pick. Do you want to stay in this predicament or do you want to go bigger? Do you want to go big or do you want to go home? Whoever this air sign is, if you have air in your chart, again, if you don't know, then email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com. But there is an air sign here who is definitely, there's some manipulation going on or something. If there's no air sign in the mix, it's saying that this Capricorn, because the Capricorn here is in reverse, the Capricorn may be dealing with an air sign, or the Capricorn is just being very manipulative of the situation. I'm not going to use that as an excuse that the Capricorn is not capable of being in a relationship, but maybe they're just not ready for a relationship yet and they can't come to terms with that, and maybe Cancer is trying to push that, or maybe Cancer thinks it's just gonna work out. I don't know. I think it's time to start something new. I think you guys both need that refreshment. I think it's time to get to the newer parts of the relationship, and especially for this Cancer with the Queen of Cups here, you're ready for a new journey. Emotionally, you're ready for a new journey. And I think you're looking for your mate, your real mate, because I think you're starting to realize that this Capricorn just isn't for you. Cancer, you may need to be with another water sign, because we do have the King of Cups here as well, Queen and King. Or it could be saying that an Aries, that could spark that for you. But yeah, the way it's looking, it's like you guys both know this though. It's not anything new. You guys both know that it's time to move on. And the 5 of Cups here, your self-esteem in this situation is just not good. Chariot in reverse. Cancer, you're not feeling this. Yeah, you're not feeling this love or whatever this is that this Capricorn is providing, you know? I think you're just staying because it's comfortable. But I think it's time for you to change it up. I think this, you know, this Scorpio death card is saying, okay, it's time to move on to something else. Yeah. That's what it's saying. Now, in the future aura for this relationship, we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse and the 9 of Swords in reverse, okay? So this is very clear. 3 of Pentacles in reverse, this isn't working. You can find ways to make it work, but I don't think it's worth it at this point. In the future, I think you'll start to see that. And then 9 of Swords in reverse, guys, this is saying, you know, you're torturing yourself trying to figure out if you should stay or if you should go. Do they deserve you? It's like, no, it's time for you guys to move on. I really do think you'll find more peace without each other. And it doesn't mean that you guys can't be friends, but in a relationship, this Capricorn, I don't think they're ready. I don't think they're open enough to be able to be in a relationship at this point. And then Cancer, it's like, I think you want in, but you want out at the same time. Like you're in the middle. Like you don't really know where you're at with this. So yeah, if I had to choose, I would say that this is probably not going to be something that works out. Why aren't they able to work out though? Let's see. What is causing them to not work out? Okay, so a change that has to happen that you probably are trying to avoid in reference to either the female energy in this relationship or the Capricorn. Yeah, it's like the work schedule, the everyday life of you guys, it just doesn't work. Because you guys I don't think you guys communicate the same. And I don't think you guys have the same values, but I think you guys are banking on the same goal that you want for each other. But I don't think that's really what's going on. I don't think so. I don't think that goal is what's realistically happening between the two of you. I don't think it's achievable. For some of you, it could be. I'm not talking to all Cancer, Capricorn, but if this situation sounds like your situation, then you know I'm talking to you. And Cancer, I feel like the reason why you're like 1 foot in, 1 foot out is because you have this abandonment issue. And so instead, you're always like, I'm going to always have a backup just in case. Capricorn, I think you're just like, this is like weird for me. I don't know why this is so hard to do, to be in a relationship, but it's just something that you are not really feeling, you know? So, yeah, maybe it's time for you guys to just explore different options, okay? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm Love from a Leo. If you would like a private reading with me, or if you have any questions about spirituality, metaphysics, or anything of that nature, you can email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com. You can also comment down below 2 signs that you would like to see next, and I'll make a video on that. Make sure you are subscribed and you hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I upload that video for you. And also comment down, let me know how things are going. Comment down and let me know what you would like to see on the channel. And yeah, let's just keep going. I'm pumping out these videos and I'm hoping you guys are receiving them. So yeah, let's just keep it going. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.